Talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Darnold looking to start with a pass. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. From just shy of midfield, Darnold taking a shot here for Marshall. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Another run with McAllister. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 44 yards. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Watson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Running right, here's McAllister. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On the give, McAllister with it, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like... At all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Returnable here from the 38. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Watson off play action. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Darnold just beating the play clock. Smith catches left side. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. To McAllister. And some room to work. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw again on second down, Watson.
Austin is there and brings in another one.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Back to throw, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
To throw on second is Watson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, it's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Matt Ioannidis bowling his way in and sticking him to the turf.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 17, Darnold, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. It's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's got the connection to Moore. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds seconds left. Not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Given 4 on the ground there, they're now left with 3rd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The end result, 21 yards. Off of play action, it's Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And trouble trying to middle here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Darnold now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Darnold completes it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They run with Deuce McAllister. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 145 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Here comes Marshall in motion right. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Smith, the man in motion left. Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with McAllister. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. On the carry, it's McAllister. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, a
Are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go with McAllister. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be. Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th. Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. But the defense on him quickly at the 6-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 198 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Another run with McAllister. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free.
For touchdown! Ian Thomas, 27 yards. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. One last throw here for Watson. And he finds Austin complete. CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a...
I just scraped it off the top, put it on the road, on the curve, on the block. Was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two, I paid it as a fool. Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good.